Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Overlord Lord of Nazarick video. In this video, we're gonna continue our run in the Treasury, eliminating all the bosses and showing you best lineups, how to play around them, and how to do damages, and what are the best lineups to pick to go to the pivotal point, which is reaching stage or level 20 on the bosses and defeating them. And we're gonna do it with the angels, with the last boss, which is the Dominion Authority. It's not that hard. They only need to build 2 units. 2 units are super important on this lineup. 1 unit with shields, and it will guarantee you to go up to floor 19 at least. 2 units with shields, go level 20 and you're done. 21 is easy. You can go and clear it immediately with the bosses, with everything that you have. Now, what you want to build first of all, before you're gonna go into this, if you want to go and defeat this, you need big shields, and the big shields is generated by everyone's maximum HP. So if you generate shield by one character, they're gonna give the shield according to what they give the shield on defense to this character. The shield will be amplified and everybody will generate shields to themselves according to their HP. So you want to play high HP. So what are we gonna here? We're gonna do that, increase the base HP of the characters by 7%, and the other one is not the healing one. With the other one that you want is the HP one. Let me go and make one because I don't have one of it. I'm gonna show you which one that you want to go and create, which is this one. The one that gives you maximum HP, and we're gonna go and be high on shields and everything will be happy dandy, which is this one, will give you maximum or increase your max HP by 10%. We're gonna make one and we're gonna play it on this stage, and then our lineup will be absolutely perfect and we're gonna go and defeat the bosses, and the shield will be boosted so much. I'm gonna read it for you inside and show you how is the bossing working inside. So here we go. So I'm gonna show 21 after this one, but 20 is what you want to get the 100%. We get good relics here. We get the alchemy set, which is one of the best sets for buffing in the lineup or in the entire game for the attack and the defense until we get better sets. And we have also the Maxim set. Maxim set is one of the most important sets. It gives you 30% in ER, which is huge. Somebody on Crunchyroll or somebody that you don't want them to get stunned or frozen, you can play it on them. Plus it cleanses whenever you do not do a damage in an active attack. So if you heal, if you buff, if you shield, if you do any kind of passives, even with brain, you can use it if sometimes you want to cheese stages with him. It works because he does his passive with his second skill. He does not deal damage. It actually proc and cleanses. Every time it cleanses from one random debuff, one random ally, which is great. Now, the characters that they suggest here are Yuri, which is absolutely beautiful, top tier, which is one of the most important units for this stage because it will give you shields according to her attack every time she counters or every time anybody counters. And we have Brain because he's consistent with his counters, so they work both together perfectly. Albedo is absolutely huge here. You build her on defense, higher shields, and you get her on maximum HP scrolls, and she will give everybody good amount of shields. Plus PDL because with his second skill he gives shields. Now you can play other units such as Runner. Runner will help you a lot also because the excess heal that you do, but you need to build her up. I think on 4 stars or 5 stars she does that, or on her skills. You want to build her up so she gives you shields with the excess heal. Now Gazef works here. If you have Icy Cocytus, he will deal insane amount of damages. We don't care. For this stage, we're using Brain only as a damage dealer. You can play Gagaran as well. It doesn't matter. One of the underrated units, they didn't include him here, which is Nigun. With his second skill, he gives shields as well. And he's gonna give shields again with his passive, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, let me show you the team that I'm using personally. I'm using Hamsuke, and I'm using Captain Leader as Brain to increase the debuff or increase the damages of counter. Why Hamsuke? Because of his passive. And as I said before, I'm playing with him the Aura Relic because, or Arc Light, because I don't have his Arc Light built. I will not build it, to be honest. We're playing his passive at level 5. This is the passive that you want to build. This passive, only build the passive, like forget about everything else and build only the passive, because it will give you 200 decrease in defense and magical and physical. And here we're gonna do physical damage. It means physical less damages, and then 200 or 21% less also as well. Now we're pairing it up with the leader skill or the leader AoE skill, which is the Descent of Justice. Why? Because it will give you higher tier defense down, which is minus 50% defense down on the boss, plus the defenses that are from Hamsuke. It means he will absolutely get shredded by this lineup. Albedo for her shields and PDL for his shield. His second skill is the one that we want to run, is the most important before his main shield. His main shield, keep it when you have stacks of debuff. The boss provides shock on your lineup, and he do EP down. So you play his shields, he cleanses you, and this is how we're gonna run this team. With his chase and assist, Brain will deal extra damages. Absolutely beautiful. So the thing about the boss, Using shield grants all allies additional shield equal to 40% of max HP. Of max HP, their max HP. It doesn't say max HP, it says HP, but it's maximum of their HP. So this is why we build their max HP with this one. The golden one or the premium one gives you a 9%, this is 7%, and here we're gonna get the 10% from the other scroll, which is also improving our HP. It means we're gonna get a thick shield. When gaining counter or shield, gain 5 stacks of damage boost, 4 counter and 1 stack for shield, up to 30% or 30 stacks. So every time we counter, we get a stack. Every time we get a shield, we get a stack. So we're gonna get 30 stacks on Brain and on Albedo because she counters a lot, mainly, basically every single time. It means we're gonna hit hard by them, and when they do also counter as well, we're gonna get some counter stacks on them, and this is how we're gonna defeat this boss. Yes, we know that this boss is weak to me right now. Some of you are less on power or similar to the boss power. Still, with this lineup, you can defeat it. If you can't play Hamsuke, or you didn't build him, or you need more shields, you feel you need sustainability, you can remove Hamsuke and play Renner. Renner with her shields will be absolutely fantastic, plus play Alchemy set on her. She's gonna buff with defense and gonna buff with attack, absolutely help you out, and the excess heal will give you shields. If you want, you can play Yuri here. If you have Yuri, I highly suggest playing her. Do not sleep on Yuri. Shadow Yuri will help you with her shields as well. But I'm gonna keep Hamsuke because this is how I went with it, because I want to reduce the defenses, because I'm in a deficit. If without Hamsuke, it will take me a lot of time. With Hamsuke, I can defeat it easily. So let's go and try it out. And the boss is a mage. So we have the buff of the leader skill or the passive that it will allow mages to deal less damages from us. I'm gonna show you that the boss is mage so you can understand and be really checking. So here we go. This is the mage skill or the mage emblem, how you see it. And our passives here reduces the mage's damages and the knight's damages massively. It will help us a lot. So this is actually perfect for this boss. We're gonna go and try to kill them. Actually, you don't need to kill them, but if you want to go and kill them, that would be absolutely fine. And we're gonna go and spam shields more and more and give it to Brain as well, because we want Brain to deal the most damages here. We're gonna start by hitting these, and look at the stacks. So here we go. We got shield stacks and we're countering. Every counter will give us, and we have counter 13 stacks right now on Brain. 13 stacks, 14 stacks on Albedo. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna go and chase, and now Brain will jump and hit because after him he chases. We're not gonna use the shield yet. We're gonna go and attack, because the shield, we will cleanse ourselves from anything that we have. Attack down on the boss as usual, and here we go, attack down on the boss. So this is how we're not gonna hurt everybody or our lineup, and we're gonna do the counter or the passive of Brain. And now we took a hit. You see EP down, EP down. We don't want the boss to keep ourselves EP down. We want to do the attack down on the boss as much as possible. So we're going to do it with the shield, or we're going to wait. We're going to wait until the boss hits us and give us the shock. When he gives us the shock, we do that. Now, we're going to go and take a look about our skills. So we got 8 stacks by 8 stacks, 28 stacks, and 30 stacks on Brain. We have the maximum stacks on Brain. We have damage increase by 5%, stacking up to 30 times. It means 30 by 5. That's absolutely huge on Brain to deal damages on the boss, and on Albedo as well, because she counters a lot. She's gonna get the 30 next, and then slowly we're gonna build them to 30. Absolutely huge on them. And we want to do the attack down as much as possible, and we're gonna put the shields as much as possible on the boss and on ourselves, so we can protect ourselves. So we're gonna do the shield again, and here we go. We're protected. More shields by Albedo, by her AoE, which is beautiful. Now, we didn't take shock. We still have the EP. I think I'm gonna remove it by the shields later, because okay, and now we can use the AoE skill. Okay, so this skill will absolutely allow us to destroy the boss. You see here, this is from Hamsuke, the 30 defense, the 200 flat at 21% in defense reduction. We're gonna do the 50% now on the boss, and here we go. The boss take higher tier defense down with 50%. So actually we can kill this guy immediately with Brain when he counters after this one. Okay, we didn't even need to. So do we have shock on we don't have any kind of debuffs, so we're gonna hit the boss normally. And if we're gonna get shock, or we're gonna get, okay, we have 4 debuffs. How many debuffs can we remove from ourselves? We gotta go check it out. Defense down, okay, attack down, absolutely perfect. We're gonna hit, and then we're gonna attack with Brain because he continues after this one. And Brain, deal the most damages. Okay, nice damages. Now, can we remove the stacks, the debuffs? And we cleansed everybody. We don't have any debuffs anymore. Now, if he does shock and remove our shield, we cleanse ourselves. So why we didn't take debuffs here? Because the shield was out from PDL, the one that we put, and the shield were and the debuffs were removed and we gained a cleanse, full cleanse from him. Every time you apply the shield, you cleanse your team. Every time the shield is removed, you cleanse your team. We're gonna attack normally. I'm gonna save his shield to do it now after this one because we have a lot of shields until we feel, okay, so we have little shields on Hamski. We need more shields, so we're gonna do it next. But I think we can survive it now. Attack down, yes, okay, great. We have EP, and here we're gonna take damages. You see, the damages are high from the boss. So what we want to do is cleanse him as well. We gotta do high tier defense. Again, can we cleanse? If we can cleanse by PDL, we can't yet. So we can cleanse only himself and we can give shields. The shields will help us. We're gonna go and attack, and Brain will help us and attack him again. Look at this damage, is absolutely beautiful. And we gotta do attack down again. Perfect. And more shields by her passive. We're still surviving. We're not taking a lot of damages. He heals. The problem, he heals as well with his attacks. So we don't want him to heal as well. So we're gonna go and try to deal as much damage. Plus we heal with our skill from the leader, which is absolutely beautiful. X1, so he's almost done. So can we survive? Yep, we can survive, and we can defeat him by the last. So as you see, I did it like this way because I needed runner. If I needed runner, I survive even more. I heal even more. I cleanse if I play Maxim set on her, and I can deal damages, but it will take me a lot of time. But with playing Hamski, not build, I have his relic, I have another Arclight on him, he's level 100. We have his passive unlocked. We didn't build him on accessory, we didn't build him on anything. Still, we did good amount of damages. Brain did all the damages, of course, and Hamski is the second one to deal damages because he hits hard, actually. And this is how we did it. We healed by our healer, which is and debuffed by Touch Me, because absolutely his skill is broken, especially for PvE. I said it many times. I said it for you. You wanna run him for this kind of skill. Now on 21, absolutely you don't need anything. You just go and hit the boss. So one shielder probably you want to play, and we're gonna play Aura because Aura will help us go and attack consistently. So double chase and one with counter, absolutely beautiful. Now you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So the boss will be reduced. On 21, it's glitched for this boss. It means you can absolutely ignore all of everybody and go kill the boss. So the boss HP is at 210k, not on 1 million or whatever it is. So we're gonna go and attack the boss. And here we go, who attacks? Brain, and then we're gonna go with Aura and we're gonna chase. Look at his HP bar dropping very, very quickly. So this is what you wanna do actually here. Here we go, X6, and now we're gonna hit him, and then Aura will follow up, X1 I think, or X3, yep. We're gonna take a hit, we're gonna counter. It doesn't matter, we didn't counter yet. But anyway, he's gonna stack his counter stacks because of the hits. Beautiful, everybody attacks, okay, great. And now the boss is gone, and you can farm this on easy mode. You can put it on auto and just put the arrow on the boss, and that's it, you're donezo, and everybody is happy. This is the easiest stage for you to farm 21. If you can go and defeat 20, then you want to jump into 21 and continue defeating it, because it will give you a lot of rewards from here, more rewards, so more consistent for your farming. And yeah, basically here what you get, the Maxim set plus the Alchemy set, plus you're gonna get this set, which we play most likely on units that put debuffs, such as Albedo, Cocytus, Demiurge, anybody that put debuffs, and they guarantee like they increase their damages by this. And yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know if this works for you. Tell me if you have a better lineup that you play other than the units that I suggested, if they work for you, if something you're cheesing it with it. Again, Nigun, I highly recommend playing him. I would say he's even better than many other units because of the consistent shields that he does. Plus he does drain on the boss, so the attack damages from the boss are even lower. I will highly recommend playing Yuri, absolutely beautiful, with Brain, and put another shielder on the lineup. So you're gonna have Brain for counter, Yuri for shields and counter and damage, plus Nigun for healing, draining, and plus using shields, and another unit, which is the fourth unit of your choosing. I will play Knight Albedo maybe, or PDL, depending on who I have on the lineup. And yeah, that was it for the video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.